this mode. But with that, I want to go ahead and introduce my friend and our co-host today, Curtis Camponi. Curtis is the director of Project Bridge. If you were with us last week, you saw a great presentation and watched him brag on a lot of the young people in this program and brag on his staff. And so I asked him back today to introduce us to a couple of his staff members, and we're going to get to meet a couple of the great students in the program. So Curtis, with that, take a minute and introduce us to Deborah and Elisa, if you would.
Absolutely. Can you hear me, Roy?
We can.
So as you said, last Wednesday, I did a lot of talking about Project Bridge and Project 180. But the truth is, Roy, the individuals that helped make this thing happen and help Project Bridge and Project 180 be successful, the real people, it's not me, it's the Deborahs and the Alicias of the world. So it truly is a pleasure to have them on today and introduce them. Deborah Stanley is the transition coordinator for Polk County. What that means is she does everything, whether it's meeting youth in the home, in the communities, at local schools, at places of employment, whether it's helping them with jobs or education or state IDs or driver's licenses, or helping my boy Antonio get a laptop like he got today. Deborah is everywhere. She has frequent flyer miles on her car. She drives all over the community, and it is Project Bridge and Project 180 is truly a blessing to have her as part of the team. And then Alicia is the program manager for Polk County, and she is the most high energy, get it done, solution focused, figure out an idea to make sure that our program is growing and it's being innovative and relevant and helping ensure our kids get what they need. So again, the Alicias and the Deborahs of the world, I get to brag so Project Bridge. Despite what you might have heard, Roy, it's not me, it's them. So I would love to pass it to them, allow them to talk a little bit about what they do. And then I'm really interested to hear more from Antonio and Miss Haley today. So thank you, Roy, for giving us this opportunity.
Great. Well, ladies, let's go ahead and kind of jump into our program. I'll formally introduce these two panelists in just a minute, but Deborah, Alicia, take just a couple minutes and each of you take some time and explain, tell us about the young people that are joining us today, and why they were asked to join us and just what a contribution they're making to your program.
Absolutely. So for everybody on the line, my name is Alicia. I might look like Curtis Camponi on my screen. We haven't figured that one out yet, but I am in fact Alicia. And
by the way, you look nothing like Curtis. I want to promise you that, Alicia.
If anybody can tell us how to fix this, we'll be happy to connect after the call. But no, I'm program manager over in Polk County, and I'm extremely fortunate to have an incredible staff under me because they are truly the reason that Polk County stands out. The two youth that we're recognizing today have directly worked with Miss Deborah, and it's not just the youth that have excelled, but it's also Deborah who's excelled as their transitional coordinator. These kids, when they come in, they tell us what they're interested in, and it takes a strong, driven transitional coordinator to not only listen to what they say, but also help them figure out how to complete those goals. So Antonio and Haley, they're just two of few of the wonderful kids that we work with. And Antonio has stood out because he came in during a time where we're in a pandemic, and he did not allow that pandemic to dull his fire at all whatsoever. Anybody that was with Project Bridge and attended a graduation not too long ago, we honored Antonio for that as well. Haley is currently active with us, and she has been a rock star. We've worked with her for a few months, and she is primarily working towards her GED. She has taken every bit of what Project Bridge has to offer and ran with it. We are incredibly proud of Haley because she's definitely matured and grown with Project Bridge as well. So I don't want to burst the bubble of explaining what they've done. I'm going to let them kind of share their stories, but I am incredibly proud of both of these young leaders. Antonio is also now in our Project 180 program. And for anybody who wants to learn more about Project 180, we are going to be doing our very first Project 180 graduation celebration. And that's going to be taking place on the 27th of this month at 10 a.m. It is going to be awesome. And it's really going to let you see how Project 180 impacts the youth that we work with. We'll be having ongoing graduations because we have a rolling census with Project 180. And so keep a lookout for that calendar invite, and please be available to join and kind of help us celebrate all of the wonderful success Antonio has made with Project 180 as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Alicia. We so appreciate it. What a great endorsement of the program itself, and looking forward to talking to Haley and Antonio in just a minute. But I did want to pivot and just ask Deborah if she had a few words to say before we get to our panelists.
There we are. I always have more than a few words to say when it comes to the amazing youth that we work with. Haley laughed and she's like, yep, she does. Each and every youth that come our way represent an opportunity to provide those solutions and share solutions that will promote your well-being and success. And for some that come to us, it can be a challenge to create that trust and even some interest in being provided with the second chance. But Haley, you and Antonio, wow. The challenge became ours to keep up with your hunger. It's your hunger for better opportunity, for better self-improvement. You attended all the events we could provide. And Haley, you were with us in the pre-COVID. So some of those were cooking pancakes, cleaning nature trails. But Antonio, I love it because you came to us just wanting a job. You owned every job fair before the COVID lockdown and every phone call follow-up after that, and you got your job and you reached your goal. And then you also remembered a dream that you'd forgotten. And I don't want to do a spoiler alert on this, but you called and we talked and we met about this dream of yours. Your really high GPA, your ferocious work ethic, and your really humble appreciation singled you out as somebody who will cross that finish line. The P80 is made for young adults like you, Antonio, because you reach the top of the mountain and you still kind of see beyond the clouds. And the 3 months of P180 gave you those practical steps and guidance to get to where you wanted to be. And we cannot wait to celebrate you in a bigger way in your successful future. Haley, wow, you are 5'2", authentic personality and enormous intelligence. So you stood out from the beginning. Your strength in overcoming adversity and your determination to succeed at getting your GED and making the most of everything. And times you and I define success as sometimes just getting out of bed on that darkest of days. And you showed us all how hard it can be and how much you put into whatever comes. And so COVID closed our test sites and you kept on studying with your paper packets and virtual classes. And we waited for those test sites to reopen, and they did. And you zoomed right in, took 2 tests, and now you're almost there to graduation. Okay. And you're getting ready to complete a manufacturing certification. So your goal with the P180, that goal of finally putting your feet on the ground and finally taking that step into, and I won't do a spoiler alert, we will be there with you to navigate those moving parts. Those are some of the things that single Antonio and Haley out, and there are many more. And every way that people get involved just allows us to create that next level, guys. Good job.
Deborah, that is so special. Thank you so much. Wow. You got me. I told Curtis I would sign up as a mentor, but I just need to go ahead and get involved in this program. So thank you so much. It's so special. We're going to start by talking to Haley. Haley is, has been mentioned, enrolled in Project Bridge. She's just 2 tests away from getting that GED. Haley's registered at Polk State College, working on a manufacturing certification. She'll be working towards becoming a certified logistics technician. And she's completed her probation a month ago and is requested to remain in Project Bridge to complete these goals. She's earning that GED, and she's going to be enrolling in Project 180, working on getting her own apartment and enrolled in college. Haley, thank you for joining us today.
Do I talk now?
Yes.
Okay.
And it sounds great too. Don't be nervous, but what I'd like you to do is just take a couple minutes. You heard both of these beautiful ladies brag on you here for about 10 minutes. Now you get to tell us the real story. Talk to me about what your life was like before Project Bridge and what it's like now.
Well, before Project Bridge, I had just gotten out of a program and I just turned 18 and I didn't really know where I wanted to go in life. I was kind of like lost, basically, I guess you could say. So Project Bridge was actually introduced to me while I was in my program, and I didn't really think much of it because I was like, I don't know. And then when I got out and I actually like kind of saw what they do for people and stuff like that, I was like, you know what, maybe it's a good thing for me to get the extra help, because sometimes it's really hard for me to get the motivation to do what I need to do. So I joined Project Bridge, and since then I have successfully completed my probation. I've had a couple of jobs, but didn't fit for me. And I actually start my classes at Polk State next week.
Awesome. Talk to me about motivation. It's tough sometimes, isn't it? Especially when they got us all locked down in pandemic world.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I was just thinking about how Alicia or Deborah, people from the staff, how did they come alongside you to help with that?
Oh, they made sure that I was like doing what I needed to do. They made sure that I was where I needed to be, like doing what I was supposed to do, stuff like that. Because I always need that extra push.
Yeah, that's very important. We all do, and I think that's so often young people think they're the exception, but the fact is we all need that push, and every one of us, and having people in your life that can for the first time give you some positive motivation and reinforcement makes a big difference. What was it like when you didn't have people like Alicia or Deborah there for you?
It was hard because I don't really have a lot of motivation in my household. So it was hard to like just like Miss Deborah said, get out of bed and brush my teeth and take a shower. It was hard to do anything.
Well, it's pretty special just to hear about starting college, finishing that GED. How exciting was that for you? I know it's exciting for us to see you make that happen.
Yeah, I'm ready to graduate and get it done with.
I bet. Well, we are excited for you. You know, how much contact, and I know it's probably quite a bit different over the last 6 months while we're in the middle of this pandemic, but how much contact did you have with other students in the program? Pretty limited, I would think.
During the pandemic,
Uh-huh.
I have not seen another student since the pandemic started.
Right. I mean, it's a different kind of program for
Yeah.
us. And so it's using that cell phone, getting that call, talking to the team. It's a lot of that kind of interaction then, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, excellent. Well, it is such a pleasure to have folks like you in the program pushing through this thing, getting through the other side now. You know, we've got on this call, it's kind of fun. We reach out to our supporters around the country that help fund these and many other of our programs, and just so they get a chance to meet the people they're supporting and helping. And anything that you'd like to say to some of those folks that are making this happen?
I had something I was going to say, and now I forgot what I was going to say.
You're allowed to do that. I do that at the age of 61. I forget what I was about to say about 20 times a day. So if I don't write it down, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
But we're appreciative for you pushing through this program, and again, you know, the example that you're leading, and you may not, because you're alone and pushing through and doing a lot of this stuff on your own, not much interaction with other students. You may not see the encouragement you're providing, but just allowing us to share your story, it provides a lot of folks some motivation. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Happy to help.
Well, let me kind of move and flip over to our other panelists today. And Antonio is, as you've heard, is a Project Bridge graduate who came to the program earlier this year, just as the pandemic was launched upon the country. And he was determined to find a job, to help support his mom, save money for college, and eventually get his own apartment. Despite the challenges he faced in COVID-19, he's landed that job. He's doing home remodeling. And after being successfully discharged from the program, Antonio's manager has offered him the opportunity to continue to participate in Project Bridge through Project 180, which encourages program graduates to stay on that path of success. So, Antonio, thanks for joining us today. Take a couple of minutes and just, again, don't be nervous. Just like Haley did, talk about what your life was like before Project Bridge and what it's like now after Project Bridge. See if we're muted. Not sure. I'm not getting audio, Antonio.
Hello?
Hey, we got you now, and it sounds great.
I was trying to use the computer's audio, but it's still having issues, so I'm going through the phone. So, yeah, it's not going to show the image that the computer's showing, sadly. But, yeah, with before Project Bridge, I was held at my level 8 program. I had learned shortly before leaving that this was an option for me, that they told me it would benefit my life, help me out, and help me reinstate myself into society. And with all that they were telling me, it only sounded like good things. So, of course, right when I was released, I told them to sign me up.
And talk to me about, I keep hearing about how intense you were about getting a job and participating in these job fairs. What was that like for you?
It was a really exciting new experience. Like, I was scared at first, but I knew I needed to get a job, and I was trying to do everything I could to get into the work field. Luckily enough for me, Deborah and some of the other people from Project Bridge supported me and helped me out with finding my first job with Mills at Mills Building and Training Association. Sadly enough, their company ended up losing some work at the time due to COVID. So I only work part-time with them right now. But because they've switched from a charity to a full profit, they have told me that by the end of the year and the beginning of next year, hopefully that they'll have enough work coming in that they could hire me back as full-time, and I could leave my current full-time job over at Salem's Fresh Eats, which is a restaurant.
Man, so you're working 2 jobs now.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. I mean, would you have thought that would have happened a year ago, 2 years ago? Talk to me about your life then compared to the opportunity and the track you're on now.
A year to 2 years ago, I would have never thought that I had went through any of this experience. I was doing good. I was keeping my grades up. I still made sure to keep all my grades up and everything, made sure that I graduated with a 3.6, 3.5. But back then my plan was right after high school to go straight into college, not even worry about working, maybe get a part-time job and keep going from there. But now had to switch it up a little bit, but I'm getting back on track. I plan on going to Polk State over in Winter Haven for my nursing's associate's degree in the spring semester. And thankfully enough, Project Bridge has helped me with that too.
Oh, that's excellent. That is excellent. Well, you know, it really is, pretty special. Any advice that you would give to new Project Bridge young people coming into the program? What advice would you give them?
I'd have to say my only advice would be every opportunity and every chance that they give you at Project Bridge, take it. Don't let anything pass by, because each one of the opportunities they give you will help you out in some way towards your goal and towards your future, and it's just going to help out so much.
Excellent. Take it. I like it. I'm writing that down. That is terrific. Talk to me about, I loved Haley's comments about, the motivation and the support and the encouragement from the staff and just picking up that phone and touching base. Talk to me about the staff support that you received while you were in the program.
I gained a lot of support from the staff, like Deborah, and there was a few more that I haven't got to speak to in a little while. But upon my release, I didn't have too much method for transportation or too much support of getting back onto my goals. So they helped me out with getting to places that I needed to be, finding information that I needed for, like, say, signing up for Polk State, getting in with the WIOA funding, which is a government grant funding for college, and getting help finding work and everything. And especially with me, I lose focus a lot. Like, I'll jump from one thing to the next, like going from task to task based off like what's an exact need right in front of me. But Deborah made sure with the rest of Project Bridge to keep me on track of making sure I signed up for Polk State, got in my application, and got accepted.
I like that. And so she made sure by giving you that phone call and giving you a good swift kick, right?
Yeah.
But from the sounds of Deborah, it sounded like you were the one doing the kicking most of the time.
No, Deborah made sure to keep me on track and everything. I couldn't have done it without her and the rest of Project Bridge.
Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome. Well, I want to ask you about the new program that you're going to be participating in. Now, Curtis explained to us last week about P180, Project 180, and how that gives you some financial incentives at 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 180 days. And talk to me about how that keeps you connected in the program. You thought much
It
about it
helped.
from that perspective yet?
Yeah, it helped out a lot. I think I've just finished up Project 180 today. We had gone through like my first, because with Project Bridge, my goals were just to find work and to get myself reinstated into the community. But with Project 180, they were the ones that actually helped me with getting through to my goals of going to Polk State. And every month and every week calling them, meeting up, it really kept me going and kept on track. So, and it even helped me today with getting this laptop, which I'm using to video call you. Well, even though the audio is having a little bit of technical issues, but we worked it out. But it's helping me right now to speak to you, and it's going to be helping me for when I go to Polk State to take my online classes and take notes while I'm in class.
Well, man, that's a great transition to the next question because, as I said to Haley, we've got donors and supporters on the call with us today, many of whom, write those checks every month to help us pay those 180 disbursements and reach out and get you new equipment like that computer. What would you like to say to them today?
I'd just like to say thank you so much. Like, they may have tell you how much it helps out these kids and helps out us and everything, but you don't understand how thankful we are and how much it actually helps us out with everything that we need in life and how much like support it gives us to continue with our goals. Thank you.
Well, I know a lot of our supporters, they're happy to do it when they meet young people like you and Haley and just the hard work you put into it. They don't view it as a gift. They view it as an investment. And that's what I want you to remember about this experience today is that this is an investment. That laptop is an investment. And we hope you're learning about stewardship and learning about how you give your life to others. And we're just hoping that you'll take this experience, Antonio, and pay it forward, help somebody else, and stay engaged. We are so proud of you. Thank you so much for joining us today. Anything else you'd like to share before we finish up today?
No, other than just saying thank you for having me, and I'll be sure to help out as much as I can in the future.
Well, I saw Curtis smile when you said that, so he's planning on putting you to work, I promise. Well, thank you so much, Curtis, Deborah, Alicia. Thank you so much. What great work investing in lives of young people that are just truly impacting their community, impacting their peers at work and at college, and a great example to their peers in the Project Bridge program. So Haley, Antonio, thank you both for joining us today. I see Haley's got a partner with her. What's that kitty cat's name? You muted? She's muted, I think.
Oh, this is Snowflake.
Snowflake. Haley and Snowflake. Well, thank you so much, Haley. Thank you, Antonio. We so appreciate you guys. You are heroes, and we are so honored to have you part of the program and to stay part of the program, and to stay engaged through Project 180. I wanted to just conclude by reminding folks before you sign off. Next Wednesday, we'll be back for some more exciting stories from some of our clients. So you'll want to join. You'll want to be part of this every Wednesday. For those of you that did not see our Night of Inspiration kickoff Facebook Live event last week, I want to remind you that you can go online at eckerd.org/inspire and get your tickets now. If you're interested in being a sponsor and helping young people like Haley and Antonio, you can do that right now. All the proceeds go to our Success Award program, and every penny of that Success Award program is awarded directly to our clients. So we don't keep anything donated to that program for overhead, administration, pay the light bill. It goes directly to young people like this as they, again, change our community and impact the lives of others as they've changed their own. So again, thank you so much. February 23rd, mark your calendars. Secretary of Housing and Urban Development, Ben Carson, will be with us. It's going to be a great night. And so please go online and get your tickets. With all that, I just want to say thank you, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate the time today.
Thank you. Great job, Haley, Antonio. Good job.
Thank you, Haley and Antonio. Great job. We're so proud of you.
Thank you for sharing.
You're awesome.